Alrighty, I need to make a little stratified block. So I'm going to take a piece of white that I have already sheeted and a piece of black. I'm going to place the white on top of the black and walk it on. And then I'm going to run it through the pasta machine on the largest setting first. Let me trim it off a little bit. I want to have some small tiny stripes, so I'm going to pass it through the roller. Change my settings, go down again to a smaller setting. That looks pretty good. Sometimes I get a little bit of black or discoloring that I don't want on there, so you can take your cutting blade and scrape it off. It's not really that important because it's going to be backed up with the black, but I thought I'd show you how that works. And you just cut and stack. I think I want to make them a little bit smaller. So I'm going to put this back into the pasta machine, back on its largest setting, and run it through one more time. That way I won't have to reduce it again. And we'll cut it in half, or thereabouts. Stack it, turn it, cut it, stack it. That looks much better. What I'm trying to achieve is a little ribbon loaf that I can use on my sculpted beads. Oh, don't want to have the white against each other. Always make sure you're alternating the colors. And then I just turn and trim it down. You can be more accurate if you want, but I like having all these fun little bits to use later. I have all kinds of uses for that. And I'll be showing you that hopefully soon. Oops, use the right side of the blade. There we go. Now I have a nice ribbon loaf. Now what I'm going to do with this ribbon loaf is I'm going to gently pinch it between my fingers, and this just ensures that everything's consolidated together for my next little process. What I do is turn that off, toss that in the bucket, and then I'd like to trim a really nice thin piece, about a 32nd of an inch. Cut some little tiny pieces, and then these pieces are going to be rolled into little ropes. Look like little snakes. Those are actually thicker than I want, so I'm going to cut this in half again. That's better. You can do whatever thickness you like. I just happen to like it the way that I like it. I'm going to take one of my sculpted beads that I had done earlier, and then these get decorated onto the bead, just for more stuff to put on there. I like it when it's got more decorative elements, don't you? Well, you experiment with it and see what you like. Guaranteed to have a lot of fun doing it. Just make sure that it's compressed onto the bead. Not really compressed, but it's making some good contact, so when you bake it, it's going to stay on there. Nice. Alrighty? Okay.